Hi, this is Neil from Neil's World coming to you live from Vallejo, California. It's about China. It's always about China. It's nothing new. China. I actually have some videos about Pakistan, actually Yosemite, the southwest of America. I do other videos other than China. It just seems like until Pakistan turns into Sri Lanka, and I have done 2 videos on Pakistan, and they are going to be the next Sri Lanka. But until that happens, China's got the best chaos going on, and it makes for great videos because people do not hear this stuff because it is great chaos going on. And let me explain to you what the chaos is here. The chaos is they stopped building. And the sheer amount of these buildings, if you, about 2 minutes into this video, you're going to see so many buildings. I know they've got like a billion, 500 million people or 2 billion people or something. You got to understand scale. See, when you scale up, like America, I mean, I'm an iron worker. I'm in the building trades. I've been an iron worker for 30 years. And, I've worked in San Francisco for 5 years straight in a 3-block area because we were building. And during that time, this is like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And during that time, 30 to 40% of the buildings in San Francisco, the commercial buildings for office space and whatnot, were vacant. And we were building a 71-story, a 57-story, and then after that 57-story, I went to a 47-story. And just kept building with about 30 to 40% office space vacancy. Obviously, it's gotten a hell of a lot worse. Now, that's only on a small scale, 10, 15 million people. The video I'm fixing to show you is a larger scale. It's building for hundreds of millions, if not a billion plus people. So the scale is ramped up. So when you look at it, I was totally, because I guess because I've been an ironworker for so long, I was totally freaked out when I saw more high-rises in an incomplete phase just sitting there than I've built in my 30-year career. And I've done like 16 or 17. I've done quite a few high-rise buildings. I'm kind of up there if ironworkers doing high-rise buildings. Hardly any are being built right now. I do have a job coming up where it'll be putting a glass or glazing on the outside of a high-rise in Oakland. But after that, I don't think there's going to be too many more high-rises built out here. But in China, oh my God. Anyhow, I know the 57 story I was on, it was like a $1.8 billion for one 57 story in downtown San Francisco. Just watch this video. It freaked me out. It freaked me out big time with the numbers they're talking about, and more so.
The province has been very serious, forcing a large number of people to become homeless. As reported by Sohu, one of the troubles related to rotten tail buildings is the whereabouts of regulatory funds. What are rotten tail buildings? The so-called unfinished or rotten tail buildings refer to the projects that have started but were forced to stop for some reason. They usually have no electricity and no running water. Besides, the elevators and sewage system don't work. This has become common in China's real estate industry, making countless Chinese homebuyers suffer for many years. A Tencent survey this year shows over 45% of homebuyers in mainland China suffer from unfinished building problems. According to People's Daily Online, the leadership message board received nearly 7,500 complaints about unfinished buildings in 10 years from 2010. Henan ranked first with over 1,700. What are supervisory funds? Supervisory funds are the solution to unfinished building problems. The funds aim to prevent developers from running away with the homeowners.
Okay, this freaks me out right here. You look over here, that's a block of about 40 stories. Another block, a block behind it, a block in front of it, a block behind it, a block over here, and then this block here, and then, that's part of this block, and then you got these smaller ones over here. Holy camole. I have seen some skylines. I've seen New York's, I've seen Chicago's, I've seen San Francisco, Bay Areas. That skyline there is, oh my God. And what's worse than that is a whole block, at least one block of these buildings stopped. The builders took the money and left. Man, that's like 20, 40 stories. That's 10, 20, 30,000 people just in that one little area. I mean, this little area right here, the small buildings, Probably is more people than most towns in America. You put one of those with one of these high rises, and you got shit, 1 million people just in that small area. So it doesn't seem like a lot in context, but that is very much so a lot.
Money. After the owner and the developer sign the purchase contract, the payment must be credited to a bank's supervisory account.
Look at all those unfinished buildings. All of these, those are finished. All of these, the ones behind, oh my God. I've been on some massive projects. Nothing this scale.
Therefore, developers cannot use the money directly. Where do supervisory funds go? Sina News reported on July 3rd.
Holy shit. Unfinished. You have, those ones are finished, but these ones are clearly, and those ones are clearly unfinished high rises, 30, 40 stories.
That the Yonghui Xitang project in Henan was resumed after a 6-month suspension. The supervision funds of over $150 million, which shareholders of the project developer had misappropriated, have also been recovered. The management committee of Zhengzhou High-Tech Zone will appoint a state-owned company to supervise the use of project funds. It was set to be completed before.
Okay, what you didn't get out of what he just said about state-run company, of course you understand what communism is, I hope. What that means is there is no independent corporation builder. The CCP is going to be, the actual government of the CCP is going to manage finishing building all of these with probably the stolen money they took from those depositors.
Before December 10th, 2023. Previously, homeowners of the project were anxious about the whereabouts of the supervision funds. After months of waiting, there is finally some hope. However, many other projects are not as lucky as the Yonghui Xitang project. For example, the owners of the Sunac Zhongyuan Grand View project pointed out some problems with the pre-sale payments of commercial properties and abnormalities in the supervision fund account. In the contract, the bank supervising the pre-sale fund was the Zhengzhou Xianghu sub-branch of Zhongyuan Bank Co., Ltd. The buyer's payment was deposited into the special account for pre-sale funds of Henan Zhongyong Real Estate Co., Ltd. with the tail number of 9901. However, in the loan contract, the funds went into the account name of Henan Zhongyong Real Estate and the account number ending in 9996 of Zheshang Bank Zhengzhou branch. In other words, the pre-sale funds did not enter the supervisory account. The project has been stopped since the end of 2021 and has not yet been fully resumed. The owners of the Zhengzhou Kangqiao Jiuxi Garden project have suffered from the same situation. The pre-sale funds did not enter the supervision account, but other non-supervised accounts. Besides, the construction time and progress of the property do not match. The project got its start permit in April 2020. The owners found that the construction was slowly implemented. Since March 2022,
man, that is just a massive amount of buildings. And the amount of money is, oh my God. And I had done a video earlier. I did a couple of videos earlier that explain a lot of that stuff if you want to go back and look at them. I'm fucking awestruck, dude. That's just amazing. You guys have a great day, and make sure with your spare fiat to buy some silver platinum, get some extra food, be kind, helpful, and grateful. If things get bad, who are you going to count on? Just you? You need a community, so create one now. Bye.